Good morning, and welcome to the M.I.A.A. Division I Girls Central East Volleyball Sectional Final Championship between Belmont High School and Newton North High School. Today's contestants earned their place here as a result of a long, challenging, and successful season. And regardless of the outcome of today's contest, each team will remain champions in the hearts and minds of the proud communities. In keeping with the spirit of this championship event and our respect for the accomplishments of these two outstanding teams and their communities, the M.I.A.A. and its member schools would like to remind all who are present today that they are expected to show the utmost respect for the game officials, the coaches, and the athletes, and their opponents by cheering their team on in positive ways. There will be no tolerance for cheers or comments that demean, taunt, ridicule, or are meant to embarrass anyone who is participating in this contest. The M.I.A.A. taunting policy will be strictly enforced, and no warnings will be given. Failure to honor this policy may result in ejection from this arena. We trust that all will honor the M.I.A.A. taunting policy and help to make this a memorable day for your outstanding student athletes and their coaches. Now let's meet the players for Belmont High School. Number 2, Emily Sevilla. Number 3, Sophia Estop. Number 5, Sam Lin. Number 6, Mindy Lai. Number 8, Pat Kosich. Number 9, Leah Babrudi. Number 10, Tiana Kosich. Number 11, Gabby Fiala. Number 13, Catherine Bai. Number 14, Pat Westermark. Number 15, Nina Trifonovich. Number 17, Audrey Quinn. Number 20, Jenny Petrani. Number 21, Jane Mahan. And number 22, Jenna Crowley. The head coach of Belmont is Jen Couture. Their assistant coaches are Sam Mosley, Steve Price, and Sydney Reagan. And now the players for Newton North High School. Number 1, Michaela Marucci. Number 3, Lauren Gobler. Number 5, Carlotta Menozzi. Number 6, Molly De La Hunty. Number 7, Hannah Kett. Number 8, Emma Larson. Number 9, Tessa Lanfear. Number 10, Kayla Rigoli. Number 11, Sarah Maranadani. Number 13, Juliana Sardi Rodriguez. Number 14, Christina Gutierrez. Number 15, Anna Gately. Number 16, Lisa Halloran. Number 17, Cece Powderly. Number 18, Ashley Wang. Number 19, Chelsea Simmons. Number 20, Erin Carey. And number 26, Shaylin Fitzgerald. The head coach for Newton North is Richard Barton. His assistant coaches are Chris Plowton Barnes and Courtney Albert.
Welcome to the Belmont Media Center's sports production of tonight's, or this morning's. I'm so used to doing basketball games. This morning's Division I final in the East and Central sector of the volleyball tournament conducted by the M.I.A.A. This should be a very exciting game based on just the size of the players. Newton North Tigers are likely to prevail, but Belmont has been a scrappy team all summer, somewhat like cardiac kids. The Newton Tigers have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players that are in excess of 6 foot tall. Belmont only has one, and that's Jane Mahan. Starting for Belmont is in the back, Mindy Lee, who's an all Middlesex selection. Number 21, Jane Mahan, and number 6 is Mindy Lee. 21 is Jane Mahan, who's immediately replaced by the libero. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Leah Barbrudi is also in the backcourt, and in the forecourt we have Nina Trifunicek and number 5, Sam Lynn, and number 17 is Audrey Quinn. So Wellesley wins that point. The ball was touched by a Belmont player before it went out of bounds. Wellesley, number 19, Chelsea Simmons, ready to serve. And the ball is out, and Belmont now will serve, and it's a 1-to-1 match or game. There are 3 games. The first team to win 3 games wins the overall match. Serving for Belmont is Anna Gately, and the ball is saved, and Belmont and a nice block by Belmont, and they're up 3-1. 2-1. Serve is a good serve in the court. And the ball was hit over the net by number 18, Ashley Wang. It went off a Belmont player out of bounds, so the serve goes back to Wellesley. Ball was tapped inbounds, and Wellesley retains the serve, which is being served by Tessa Lanfear. And a spike and good hit from the backcourt by Sophia Estuk, and she will be serving. By the way, Sophie is in white because she's called the libero, and this is the first year that the liberos have been allowed to serve. And a spike by number 16, Lisa Holloran. Number 7, Hannah Kent, is now serving. And another kill by Wellesley. Newton North, I'm sorry. The game is in Wellesley, but it's the Newton North High School team. They now lead 5-3 in the first set. And they could not, North could not return the ball, and as a result, the ball goes over to Belmont, and it's Belmont 4, Newton North is 5. Serve is well done, and it's inbounds, and therefore the serve goes back to Newton North. Number 18, Ashley Wang, is serving. Found the open spot, and the Belmont's defense. 7-4, Newton North. Some confusion on the part of the Belmont players, and an ace recorded by Ashley Wang. 8-4, Newton North. Newton North on the season is 12 wins, 2 losses, and Belmont was 16-3. Newton North was ranked as the #1 team in this division. And Belmont, through the tournament, was ranked #3 and made it to the finals by upsetting a couple of teams. Belmont's doing a good job of handling the serves for the most part, but have a little bit of a problem with the third shot. Ashley Wang serving again for Newton North. And the ball was touched before it went out of bounds. Therefore, Newton North retains the serve. Good block. That's where the height advantage comes into play. The shots at the net. Attack shots by Belmont was blocked. And a very powerful serve by Wang. It's 14-4, Newton North. Ashley Wang, a very powerful player. She's 6'2". And a net serve. Belmont will now serve the ball. They're down 15-5 in this first set. And Belmont wins that point off the serve by Leah Baruti. There's another serve, and they're not going to get it over. 2 good serves. Belmont moves to within 8 points. They're down 15-7. A spike and attack shot. Wellesley serving. Ball was touched going out of bounds by Newton North. Served to Belmont, 16-8, Newton North. Getting the hand serves. Good save by Belmont. Ball was inbounds. The volleyball court is the tan lines on the floor, and that is a little confusing, I think, because there are other tan lines that mark out other types of games on this floor. Might have been nice if they had made the volleyball court white, but it looks like the basketball courts are in white. Out of bounds. I mentioned earlier the libero in the different colored shirt, orange for Newton North, white for Belmont, allowed to serve this year for the first time. And Mindy Lee serves it out of bounds, and it's now 18-9 Newton North in this first set. The ball is out. The point goes to Wellesley, in spite of the fact that the Newton North player dove for it. She never touched it, so the point went to Newton North. Oh. 20-9, Newton North. 25 wins the first game, first team to get there. Belmont is having difficulty returning the service of the other team. Newton North serves and hits the net. (21-10) Belmont's down in the first game. We have a substitution. Emily Sabea comes in for Leah Baruti. Is the serve, it's inbounds, and Belmont moves to 21 for Newton North, 11 for Belmont. On offense, the players need to get some sense of where their opponents are playing, and the Newton North player saw that Belmont can get it back. It was touched and it goes out of bounds, but the ball goes back to Belmont. It's 22-12. The 10-point lead that was gained when Wang was serving for Newton North has been held up here. And again, one of the 6-footers went up high and spiked the ball down into the vacant area, and the ball was grounded. It's now 23-12 Newton North. save by Belmont. And Emily Sabea was not able to clear the net. It's 24-12 Newton North. This will be a set point. And the return of the service went over the net very close and was spiked down by Newton North for the 25th point. And so the teams switch ends of the courts. Tournament bracket. Belmont gets the first point. They're up 1-0. People on the back line have to make a judgment as to whether the ball's going to go out of bounds or whether it's going to stay in bounds, and that determines whether they try to touch it. It's saved by Belmont. One to one. Newton North serving. Chelsea Simmons serving. And the ball was an attempted block by Belmont, went out of bounds, and the serve is retained by Newton North. If you notice that ball hit the net on the way over, that's a legal serve in volleyball. In other volley games, such as tennis, it is not, but it is in volleyball. Belmont's getting better at retaining the serve, and some communications problem for the Newton North team. Belmont gets to serve the ball. They're down 3-2 to Newton North. Serving for Belmont is number 15, Nita Trifunicic. And a net serve, didn't clear the net. Point for Newton North, and they get the serve. Once again, they didn't get the ball over the net. I think the difficulty they're experiencing is the size of the players on Newton North. A block, and it's saved also by the libero. And the ball comes back over to Newton North. Good job by Belmont. Good rally. Good save by Belmont. Another good save. Terrific rally there between Belmont and Newton North, and spikes by the Newton North team were kept in play very well by the back line of Belmont. Given the skill level of the Newton North teams, Belmont has got to play almost a perfect game. Balls hit into the net are not going to be very helpful. And a good spike by number 5, Sam Lynn. Bounced off the Wellesley player and fell to the court before they could return it. Sophia Restook serving. Good serve. Belmont's warming up. And a spike by an attack shot by Jane Mahan was touched and went out of bounds off the Tigers, and Belmont retains the serve. They're losing 7-4, however. Good serve by Sophia. And a good spike by number 19, Chelsea Simmons. Some confusion over who would handle the serve by Belmont. Ten to 4, Newton North. Good serve. And Lynn. Now we're going to see if Belmont can get it back. And they do. Newton North, very well coached. They've obviously put some time in knowing where the opening are likely to occur in the opponents, not just Belmont, and they let that ball go, but it was just inside the line, and the point goes to Newton North. They lead 12-4. Good save by Wellesley. I mean Newton North, I'm sorry. Yep. The ball was tipped at the net, went out of bounds, but the ball goes over to Belmont. 12-5 by Newton North. Number 8, Kate Kosick, replaced number 5, Sam Lynn, and comes in to serve. Ball is tipped by Belmont, out of bounds. The line judges will point to the line. If it stays inbounds, they will point. They'll hold the flag high if it goes out of bounds, but the ball had been tipped by Belmont, so that Newton North is serving. Good save by Sophia, and the ball is tipped. The reason the ref held up two hands was that the ball was not tipped so that it spun in a perfect circumference. It was out of bounds. Newton North retains it. When you hit it with two hands, the ball's got to spin on its circumference through the center. If it spins slightly to one side or the other, it means they did not handle the ball. They are competitive, but that one is going out. Belmont will get the point. 16-6. Newton North is not infallible. And Belmont's put up a good fight. There, Baruti serves, and a quick tap over the net by Ashley Wang. Gets the serve back to Newton North, and they lead 17-6. And a nice play by Mindy Lee. Found an open spot in Newton North's defense. Jay Mahan serving. A simultaneous touch by Belmont, and once again Newton North finds the opening in the defense. Good save by Belmont. And the ball was blocked, but it dropped to the ground where there was no Belmont player, and Newton North leads 19-7. Kat Westermack is the server. She's also the libero for, Christina Butera is the libero and serving for Newton North. And the ball goes out of bounds, and we'll go back to Belmont. 19-8 Belmont. Mindy Lee serving. Good powerful serve. Out of bounds. That ball might have gone out of bounds, but a good attempt by Leah to keep, by Sophia Esbrook to keep it in play, but it might have gone out of bounds. But that's how to judge when you're out there on the court. Chelsea Simmons serves an ace. It's 21-22 in favor of Newton North. Good save by Belmont. Again, the height advantage is apparent. Chelsea Simmons serves. And the ball goes out of bounds on the attempted block. You'll notice the nearest referee puts their arms up like a field goal to indicate that the ball was out of bounds. Good serve. And a point to Belmont. 23-11. Good communications by Belmont. Once again, the height advantage comes into play. 24-11. One more point for Newton North, and they will win this set all game. Good save by Newton North. And the ball goes out of bounds. Newton North wins the game 25-11. And Belmont has some very good JV players coming along. Nothing that will match the height of the Newton North team, although Newton North will be losing a lot of players in the coming graduation. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players, and all but 5 of the 7 players are over 6 foot tall, so I don't know what they have on their JV level. Mindy Lee serves in the third game. And the ball goes off of Leah Baruti, and Newton North gets the point and retains the serve. Number 19, Simmons, continues to serve. Chelsea Simmons. Sophia Esther gets it up to Mindy Lee, who gets it over the net. And a spike by Ashley Wang. Three to nothing, Newton North. Attempt by Gabby Bialy to get the ball into the forecourt. Unfortunately went over the net, and Newton North was able to reach over and knock it to the ground for a point. Forward is zip right now, Newton North. Sophia Estup. Once again, the superior heighting advantage of Newton North played out. And that ball was spiked out of bounds, and Belmont will get the serve. Belmont also gained a point. However, they trail 5-1 in this set. Ashley Wang on the attack. Newton North leads 6-1 in the third set. They won the first two. Good hard serves. Good block. Good block by Belmont. The ball bounced into a vacant spot on the Newton North side. Belmont gets the point. Wing is a complete player. He saw the opening and just tapped it back. Didn't need to spike it over. Number 7, Hannah Kent, scores an ace, 8-2, Newton North. Ball goes over to Belmont. It should. Ball was blocked and touched by a Newton North player before it went out of bounds and was inside the goal post, I call them, but and that one was inbounds. Newton North leads 9-3. Ashley Wing serving. Hit the backboard, but it's in play. And once again, the height of Newton North plays out, walking the ball back into the court of Belmont. It's 10-3, Newton North. Good save by Gabby. And spiked into the corner. Ball is touched and goes out of bounds. Belmont gets the point and the serve. They trail 11-4. Good save by Sophia. Oh, great save. Great save. And once again, observant play by Wang. Number 16, Lisa Holleran serving. And that was in. No, he called it out. I thought it was in, but she's holding the flag. And is much closer to the court than I. Jane Mahan serving, and 12-6, Newton North. Jane Mahan serving for Belmont. Good low serve. Good save by Mahan. Barudi puts it back over. Here's an attempt, a spike. and it goes out of bounds. Unless you can get in front of those hard spikes, they're going to tend to go in an errant direction. 13-6, Newton North. And a net serve, Belmont gets the ball back. Trails 13-7. Mindy Lee serving. Mindy had a great game earlier this season where she made 11 straight points on her services. And it's a good save by both teams. And the ball goes out of bounds. It was touched by somebody on the Newton North team, and Belmont gets the point. It's 13-8 Belmont. Newton North. Lee serves, the ball goes out of bounds. 13-9. Wellesley takes a timeout. Newton North takes a timeout. Mindy Lee, who's serving currently, will be coming back next year. And I mentioned earlier she had a game in which she had 11 straight points for serves. Good save by Leah. Another point for Belmont. It's 13-10. Mindy Lee has a nice, powerful serve, and she hits it very low. This gets over the net, and Wellesley found the opening, and the ball held to the ground, and they get a point and the service back. Chelsea Simmons, who has been very effective serving for Newton North, is serving again now. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Belmont. Based on the play of the Newton North individual players, I would suggest that some of them may end up at Division I schools playing volleyball. And a nice play by Gabby, tipping it over the tops of their hands, and as a result, Belmont gets the ball back, and the score is 15-11. So Belmont's much closer in this set than they've been in the other sets. The ball was tapped as it came over off the hands of the Belmont player, went out of bounds. Newton North retains or gets the serve. 16-11, they lead. Out of bounds. Belmont gets the serve back. They trail by 4 at 16-12. Sophia serves. Oh, out of bounds off Newton North. Belmont creeps within 3. Sophia Restock, junior, is serving. And I believe they went out of bounds, but apparently not. I didn't see the signal from the line judge. So. The ball is in. Belmont comes within 3 again. Debbie Vialli will be serving for Belmont. And the ball is inbounds. And Butenhoff gets the serve back. Ashley Wayne. Good. Unfortunately, Belmont didn't get it back across the net, and now down 5 in this third set. This one has to go back over, and it does. And another spike by number 19, Chelsea Simmons. And we have a 20-14 6-point differential between Belmont and Newton North. So it's 20-14. And serve into the corner by Wang is unable to be returned. This has got to be get back over, which Belmont does. Spike. And the ball is spiked into the defense of Belmont. And it's 22-14. And that spike serve ace apparently hit the line, and it's 23-14. Newton North needs 2 more points to win this set, and another ace. So they need 1 more point to win this set, and will have won the match. 3 games to 0. And we have that again, 10-point differential. And that was a net serve. Belmont will get the ball back. Oh, great play by Belmont. And that one is in, and Newton North wins the match and the game. 3-zip. 25-15 is the last one. Again, that 10-point differential between the 2 teams prevailed throughout the 3 sets.
Stay off the court for the presentation of the trophy.
A great season for the Belmont Marauders. They made it to the finals. They faced a very tough Newton North team, which I would expect will go deep into this towards the state tournaments. I've seen Reading play. They would definitely be a better team than Reading. I have not seen Lawrence play. Lawrence is undefeated. So, wrap it up for Belmont High School volleyball season, and for the Belmont Media Center's Sport Productions. We'll be back with additional events in the near future.